Hey guys, what's up? Kyle with K Cards here. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm here to rant. I'm not super happy with the checklist on Series 2. Now, I found the checklist and I'll run over it a little bit with you in regards to 2024 Top Series 2. Now, this is not obviously an official checklist that's given. It does look legitimate, but there could be more to it. Another thing that I'm going to say before I get into it is there very well could be short prints of some of the higher end rookies that are not in there, but I am not holding my breath just yet. So first thing I'm going to look at is last year's Major League debut list from Baseball Reference, and as you can see, March 30th last year was opening day. So these folks in here made their debuts. I'm going to use the Brewers because they're kind of they're my team that I like to watch, so it's easier for me to reference them. But Bryce Trang was played his first day, opening day, and was in Series 2. Now on the back end, 2 days later, Joey Wiemer. 2 days later, he was called up. He was in Update. Julks was actually also in, I believe, Update. So don't quote me on that, but I believe Julks was on Update. So that goes to show you that these cards, all of these debuts, led to them being in Series 2. So let's just reference it a little bit with 2024. You have opening day here. Now I'm going to look down and look at Chourio. This was the Brewers' opening day, actually. So the 29th. Now I don't know if this was every team's opening day, but you get the point. This was the Brewers' opening day, and because it was pushed back, it was rain delayed from March 28th. But then you also have to point out, before we move on, the early series between the Padres and Dodgers overseas, which was actually March 20th. So you would beg to think if there was an issue with getting some of these cards into Series 2, they would at least be able to get these in. So just looking back on it, you're looking at March 30th last year. And then now this year, a lot of these rookies, March 30th is down here. So let's go and see what we found. So I found this on Reddit, and here's the checklist. You can see Yamamoto is in here. If you look down, obviously Caminero's in there. So there is some good players, but it is seriously lacking what it could have been. When I say that, now, like I've said, this is all a little bit tongue-in-cheek because it's, about a week out from Series 2 actually being released. And here's Caminero again. But so I'm not going to run through the whole checklist. You kind of saw the website that I found this on. So the easiest way for me to look and tell you what rookies aren't in there, and I could do this for the Rangers too, but you just have to take my word for it on the video. There is no Jackson Chourio here. And there is going to be a Jackson Chourio auto down here. But that's it. No more. So instead of it being loaded, there's no Chourio. I know Chourio's not the end all be all for a lot of people. He's my favorite guy to collect. But if you look at this, you can see those guys, Jackson Merrill, for instance, who's also had a really nice start to his year. He's slowed down a little bit, but you can see that Jackson Merrill also does not have a base. He does have autographs in this, but Jackson Merrill made his debut 10 days before people that were inserted in the Series 2 last year. Somehow he didn't make it into it. So with that being said, and then obviously the other one is, what's his name from Texas? So I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but we'll see it right here. Wyatt Langford, sorry. So if you look at the list of guys, Colt Keith has had some nice moments this year. Victor Scott has had a couple, and I'm really confused because Yamamoto's in there, Merrill's not, Langford's not, and Chourio's not. So I wonder if there's going to be short prints. That's the only thing I can think of as to why they wouldn't put them in there. But I will tell you that, oh my goodness, it is going to be update is going to be loaded with all those guys. And that's, because if you look at update, there's also a couple other guys, obviously, like that one guy from the Orioles. I know he started out really, really bad. I know Holiday did, but Skeens is going to be in update because they already are print. The way that I always like to tell is if you go to the Topps Now cards, you can look and see, does it show rookie or call up. I'm pretty sure Skeens shows to be a rookie. I know Tyler Black does, and Robert Gasser does, because I did buy a couple of their Topps Now if you've already watched my channel. But so yeah, they're all rookies as well, and so it is looking like a wildly loaded update is what it seems to be. And when you throw it Jackson Holiday in with all Jackson Holiday, Paul Skeens, Chourio, Langford, I mean, it is going to be ridiculous. Just take all my money right now, Topps, for that set. But let me know what you think. I don't know. I'm almost kind of frustrated. It frustrates me because Topps doesn't put out their checklist before you can order. And how are you even supposed to know? Now I've gotten to the point now where I don't pre-order things anymore. That's for one of the reasons. Unless it's a special set, maybe towards the end of the year where I know the players I want are going to be in it. But I don't know. I'm very frustrated with it. It seems like they could do better. I know maybe they just don't know, but it's very frustrating. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you like the video, subscribe, and I'll try to keep putting content out. Have a good one.